All right, so I just got roasted on Discord for sharing my thoughts on my onslaught. This guy commented, "I'm convinced you have fought nothing but pirates," and this was to my comment when I said that thing melts any capital ship, and I was referring to my when I shared my retribution. So this is my ret, right? And apparently this is not a good build, and I can say that I'm very happy with this build. It's not the one that people usually have. A lot of people like to have the Devastator, or they like to have big weapons, right? So normally people have the Devastator in here, and I don't want to give the Devastator shade because it's a really, really good weapon, especially in this ship, but not for what I'm doing. Let's see, my game froze. Okay, so the Devastator is really good, but not for what I'm doing. So what I'm doing, if you notice, the Devastator puts my weapon flux at 1200, and what I currently have is 3 machine guns, so it's a lot less than that. So the idea behind what I'm doing here is to have the machine guns shred the shields, then I have the miners shred the armor, and I have the thumpers finish it off, right? So the thumpers are very, very good with I try with 4 miners. So I'll try miner here, miner here, miner here, miner here, and then heavy machine guns here on the side. And it's good. I just think the thumper is better. The reason why is because the flux, again, the flux is very intense on the flux, and the thumpers do better. They perform better because the shields will melt right away. Then the armor will also be shredded pretty damn fast with the miners, and then the thumpers, they just finish it. The highlight on this ship, I think, have to be the salamanders. The salamanders is what makes this build out, or this loadout, so good. Because picture this, right? You're charging in, the enemy ship is right here. Your salamanders are shot, and the enemy has. If the enemy has Omni Shields, the enemy will do 2 things. The AI will do 2 things. If it has Omni Shield, it will prioritize blocking the salamanders. So the salamanders get shot, they go behind the enemy engines. The enemy Omni Shield will always block the salamanders. So that gives you free reign on your frontal weapons. So you will destroy and this is what's going to happen, right, with the fight that I'm going to highlight. So the remnant, or redacted, is going to block my salamanders, and then my frontal guns will destroy the ship on the front, right? And you will say, what would happen if the enemy ship doesn't have Omni Shields? They still get screwed, because if the enemy ship doesn't have Omni Shields and they only have frontal shield, then the salamanders will disable the ship movement. Now they're a sitting duck. The mobility on the retribution is higher than most of the ships, so my ship will be able to outmaneuver and go behind the enemy ship. And even if I'm not able to go behind it, because let's say the ship it's moving or whatever the reason, it still makes it so that they're not pointing their guns at you. So it's a win-win. They have Omni Shield. You will force the Omni Shield behind. You will get free reign in the front. They don't have Omni Shield, then you just disable the engines and they're a sitting duck. Now, the loadout that I have, or the mods, I have this one, automated repair. I feel that my ret, it's crucial for my ret to repair, number 1, repair very quickly, and number 2, to get my, I love the reduction on the overload. So when I get overloaded, which happens a lot with auto, when you put this guy on auto, it's really nice to get your shields faster. The extender, I love extender. Normally this guy has an Omni Shield, which is really, really tiny, like this big right here, from here to here. When you put it with shield conversion, it goes from here to here. So the arc is kind of bigger. And when you put shield extenders, it goes from here to here. So it's really, really nice. So because of that, we're going heavy on the shields. I invested on hardened shields, solar shielding, expanded magazines. I thought about putting them, building them in, but it's enough. Just to have the expanded magazines without them being built in, it's good enough. Because the way the AI for the Retribution works is it will go in, it will charge in, dump your ammunition on your thumpers and your miners, then back out to get shield backs, and while your Retribution is getting the shields back, it will recharge your ammo, and then you rinse and repeat. So doesn't need to be built in. The armor weapon mounts is really good. It keeps your weapons healthier. So I really think it works. Now this one I'm conflicted. I don't know if this one stacks with this one right here. So I haven't looked into it. I do like to pick it. And when it comes to pilot mods, I go for Helm's ship for the movement. This is very, very good. Then I go for field modulation. Again, I'm investing very heavily on the shields. The point defense, this is amazing. This build, this loadout will not work without point defense. You need this. Then I go for target analysis for obvious reasons. It's one of the best. And then these two are incredible for what we're doing. So this increases the range by 10%, and this increases your ballistics range by an additional 15%. So if we look, I have a mod that tells me the stats on weapons. So if we look at projectiles and you mouse over here, so the heavy machine gun normally has, I believe, the range average is 450. With all the pilot skills and all the mods that I have, the range is now 763. That's pretty damn good. So 763 is almost as well, it's higher than the range on the thumper. So in essence, your machine guns will fire first, then your thumpers. Now, for your small guns, oh, I gotta hold and press. Okay, so the thumper gets 875, so the thumper shoots first. So the thumper will shoot first, then this. Then the next one, the mining blasters are 575, so the blasters are very short range, so you don't get that much on that. The Vulcans are 513 range. And the light machine guns, they're 575. So this one's right here, 575. But yeah, that's the build, and apparently my build is only good for pirates. We'll see about that.